Hello, guys. I am Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here today to talk about some comic book news, and this is coming from Donny Cates. A little bit of crying, I guess, because he's arguing he created Galactus, the great Jack Kirby Stan Lee character from Fantastic Four. We all know, we all love. Donny Cates lets Kevin Feige know about appropriate Galactus credits. Now, this is kind of convoluted. All right. Let me explain. Okay. First, you have to understand Donny Cates. Let me, for what he's crying about. And this does look like any Galactus, not any Galactus, not the Jack Kirby Galactus, but it does look like Galactus. This is Galactus from Fortnite. Now, I guess all of this is coming from Kevin Feige at a D23, talking about how Galactus from Fortnite is a bit of an inspiration, at least what they want to be an inspiration for the new Fantastic Four movie. And a lot of people are going to be crying about the new Fantastic Four movie, but Donnie's getting out there ahead of it. Recently, though, in Donnie's defense, is Donnie did create or redesign, I guess create the big bad guy in the Venom stuff he did, which I'm not a fan of. I didn't really read it. It's some dude in armor, whatever. I guess all the symbiotes are pieces of his armor. But it turned out his first time knowing the character was in the new Sony Venom 3 movie getting ready to come out. It was actually kind of in the trailer. Nobody gave him a heads up like, hey, Donnie, we're using your character. So maybe he's a little bit on the defensive. But for everybody that doesn't know, this is Jack Kirby Stan Lee's Galactus, very famous character, big bad, so big of a bad guy that basically Disney bought Fox to acquire him for the Marvel Universe movies. Now, Donnie redesigned Galactus. So what's all this got to do with Fortnite? Well, this design of Galactus was used for Fortnite, and Kevin Feige told people, look at this Galactus in this video game, in this clip, and we need Galactus to look like that in the movie. Look how crazy this looked. Now, in Kevin Feige's defense, he's a corporate guy, okay? Like, Kevin Feige doesn't really want to high-five creators, actually. I would say, from my understanding, they didn't even like dealing with Stan Lee. They did not like having to give Stan Lee cameos, having to make sure his pillow was fluffed every time they wanted to roll out a Stan Lee character. Kevin Feige has every incentive to point at a video game and say, Fortnite got it right. In Donnie's defense, I guess he came up with a new version of Galactus, which is obviously just looks like a recolor of the character and slight redesign. Him and the artist, Kevin, which I would say the artist actually did more. Nick Klein, I would say he did most of the work here, not not Donny Cates. But Marvel, look, they're going to want to like get off the Jack Kirby, Stan Lee bandwagon and eventually just look like they're a company that owns these characters. They do not want to pay new creators anything, much less credit. They don't want to give anybody power or acknowledgement for their contributions to the comic book world. But it's kind of weird to see Donnie cry that he created Galactus. And in the end, we don't really know what Galactus will look like in this movie. Kevin Feige is just pointing at probably his presence in the video game, the scale of Galactus in it, and some of the cinematic shots of Galactus. So I don't think Kevin Feige is out here saying, like, let's rip from Donny Cates. He probably just saw this animation of Galactus in a video game and said, hey, that's impressive. The scale, all of that. It's not like we see Galactus a lot animated or anything. So it's probably one of the most relevant animations of Galactus that's been out there in a while. And they're running with it. Now, Donnie's playing defense and saying, that's mine, not Jack Kirby. And in the end, all of this is funny because, in a way, why is this not like Jack Kirby's Galactus? Like, I've seen the animation. It doesn't, I'm not going to play it. You guys can go look it up. It doesn't look like anything that I haven't seen before in a comic book. Oh, as far as the scale and the presence of Galactus and everything like that, I don't really understand. Are we at a point as a comic community that we're going to fight over the scraps that other people built and then try to pretend they're we get credit for that. You know, like if Jack Kirby was alive today, you'd be like, that's my Galactus, and Donnie would have to shut the fuck up. But instead, it's like now because nobody has a better idea. And that's where we're at creatively. That's where we find ourselves is I'm fighting for my version of Captain America being in the movie. Fuck Kirby. You know, I mean, like, that's my version of Thor. And again, like for Donnie, like he went on to this Thor run. He kind of had a new design of Thor. He did something similar when he worked on Silver Surfer. He had like Silver Surfer Black or something like that. You know, he had a Space Ghost Rider. It's like, dude, just quit making variants or derivatives of these popular Marvel characters. Make a new character and be okay if the studio makes it or uses it. But don't try to put a different little shine on Thor, and then when they use your Thor costume, be like, that's me, that's me. You know, it's just a different suit on Thor. And I've been the comic creator that has to redesign these characters and stuff like that. Look, it's a thankless task, and the companies really don't have a way of accommodating people for this type of work. Because in the end, they're basically asking you to refurbish an old property, but they're actually asking you to kind of get them away from the estate. So let's pretend there's the Kirby estate, and let's pretend there's not a settlement with the Kirby estate already, which there is from my understanding, but it's undisclosed. But let's pretend Donnie comes in here and comes up with a different twist on Galactus. And then the movie borrows from his twist on Galactus, which is very oh so slight. It kind of dilutes how much Kirby's contribution is to the film. Arguably, I'm going to say, no, that's all Kirby, but Marvel's going to say, no, Donnie over here did something. And then see right there, any type of whatever they got to break off for the estate, whatever, it just kind of takes away, dilutes it, waters it down, makes it very murky on who did what and who gets credit for what. And it's in the corporate comics' best interest to do this over and over and over again. So much so, if your head keeps spinning that you keep seeing a different Spider-Man costume every year or something like that, that nobody's asking for a new Spider-Man costume, do know it's for shit like this. It's not just for an action figure or something like that. But if there's one little thing they can pull from it or they can use from it for a movie, even if it's just for a random suit they pop into the movie, it kind of strengthens that they're not just pulling from the Steve Ditko estate anymore, and that maybe they owe Steve Ditko less and less, or maybe as a company, if they ever end up in public court over this, that like the company itself has been adding and building to Spider-Man as he goes along, and you know the creator wasn't that big of an influence over it. Over time, more people came on and added to it, made it maybe even arguably better or enhanced the design. To me, like this isn't like a big difference from the Jack Kirby. The silhouette seems a lot the same. The horns seem a little bit different. And you could argue, well, the colors are, you know, just different. They're the same colors. They're just rearranged. Does it look more badass? Maybe, I guess. But Galactus to me has always looked badass. I personally, I don't know. This is the part of comics I hate, but I understand because, again, I have equity in characters at DC Comics. Every time they're used in video games and stuff, I get paid. It doesn't matter how many other artists go in there and draw that. To this day, I'm the guy that gets paid for certain Red Lantern characters whenever they're used. And maybe these characters only drew once or twice. But it goes back to the original creator always. Yes, you can add to and change. And again, that sucks if you're a creator coming in here trying to refurbish a character or redesign a character for a new generation, because it's kind of thankless. That is just what it is. When comics first started, people never really thought like, hey, we're going to be dealing with media deals. We're going to be dealing with video game deals, movie deals, Hollywood, toys, lunch, but nobody knew that. And it's never really been, the paperwork's never really been done correctly. But if you guys will hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Prayers go out to Donny Cates. I hope you get your credit. And Inglorious Rex, $256,164,000. If you guys haven't, please go check out this Monster Mayhem hit. If you like Rocky, you love Inglorious Rex, Godzilla, you're gonna absolutely love Inglorious Rex. Please go check it out. I'll leave you guys with a trailer for this smash hit comic. Also, look in shop. We have some deals going on for Cyber Monday. When you guys see this video, check them out. They won't be there too much longer.
Yeah, I ain't gon' lie to you. Truth always hurts worse. Doing good till first, reverse, now you last. Blast of the past. It's cool though. Last card, play it right. Uno. We never let up. Been down forever. Sick man, we fed up. Know that we tired. Wake up the beast that's been sleeping inside. It's time to ride. We ready to slide. Hard-headed, I will not listen. If you do not get it, that's your bad. Keep up in the sky like we see you feet up. Metal meets metal, it's no keeping up. Sniper division, it's no seeing us.